Have you ever fallen in love with someone twice? I have, and weirdly enough, it was with the same person, two completely different times, like watching a sunrise twice and realizing it's even more beautiful the second time. My girlfriend Maya and I were together for 3 years. She was the bold one. She'd dance barefoot in the kitchen while making eggs. She had this annoying but adorable habit of finishing my sentences even when she was wrong, and she always insisted on being the one to walk on the outside of the sidewalk in case a car jumped the curb. I used to tease her about that, until one night, it actually happened. We were walking home from a movie. She was on the outside, holding my hand and humming something off-key. Then a car, speeding like it was trying to time travel, swerved onto the sidewalk. I didn't even have time to yell. Maya shoved me so hard I hit the fence behind us. She didn't move fast enough. The car clipped her hip and she slammed into a lamppost before hitting the ground hard. Her head bounced off the concrete. I sprinted to her. She wasn't moving. The ambulance came fast, but the ride felt like hours. At the hospital, the doctor told me she had a skull fracture and bleeding in the brain. She needed immediate surgery. They didn't sugarcoat it. He literally said, "Prepare for anything." I waited 14 hours in that lobby. I didn't eat. I didn't even blink properly. I just kept staring at the surgery door, repeating, "She's strong. She's stronger than this." Finally, the doctor came out. I stood up so fast I knocked over my chair. He smiled and said, "She's awake." I broke down. But then he added, "There's memory loss, possibly severe. She doesn't know who you are." That sentence felt like a punch to the ribs. Still, I asked if I could see her. He nodded. I went to the bathroom, splashed my face, checked my reflection, and walked into her room. She was sitting up, eyes hazy, bandaged, bruised, and still, somehow, beautiful. She squinted at me and said, "Whoa, you look like someone who drinks black coffee and overthinks everything." I laughed. "You're not wrong." She tilted her head. "Are you the doctor? Number just someone who loves you a lot." She blinked. "Really?" I nodded. "Do you mind if I sit?" She shrugged and motioned to the chair. Over the next few days, I visited constantly. I brought her books she used to love, but she didn't remember them. I played her favorite song. She said it was catchy, but didn't recognize the lyrics. Still, there were little moments, like the way she tapped her fingers when she was thinking, or how she tilted her head while pretending to read a book but really eavesdropping on nurses. Things that were still her, even if her memories weren't. One afternoon, I brought her favorite, mango yogurt and gummy worms, and she looked at it and said, "Why does this combo feel like home?" I smiled. "Maybe your taste buds remember me." That night, as I was leaving, she suddenly asked, "Hey, were we something? Like before?" I froze. I said, "Yeah, you were my everything." She didn't respond, just looked down, then whispered, "I think I want to be that again." That was the first time I fell for her again. Watching her rediscover herself was like watching a child learn to ride a bike. Stumbles, fear, but eventually joy. She'd text me the most random questions. Did I hate olives? Or was I a cat or dog person? I answered every time, patiently, always with a smile, even when it hurt. One day I came in to find her sitting on the hospital bed with a stack of photos. Ones we'd taken on road trips, birthdays, lazy Sundays. She looked up and said, "I think I remember this one. We were at the lake, right? You made me laugh so hard I choked on a sandwich." I nearly cried. From that point, things shifted. She started calling me babe again, awkwardly at first, like she was testing it out, then naturally. 3 months after the accident, we went to the park we had our first date in. She held my hand, looked at the lake, and said, "You're lucky. You got to fall for me first, but now I get to do it right." I kissed her, and she kissed me back like she'd known me forever. It's wild. Falling in love with someone who doesn't remember the first version of your love, and then watching them choose you again anyway. That's how I know it's real. So yeah, it's sad she's no longer my girlfriend, but at least now she's my wife.